I feel proud of the fact that President serves apple juice. You may be ashamed of it. So you're
not ashamed. I'm amused.
Feel ashamed. No. You said I was ashamed. That's what I heard. Maybe if I'm wrong. No. But even if you are amused, you may be amused.
No.
What is so amusing about giving apple drink?
No, you decide 25.
Apple juice.
No, I'm saying that's not the point. You decide 25. I'm saying you decide.
No, let's discuss the age for apple juice first.
No,
what age can I drink apple juice from until when? I want to get serious. No, why not? I want to know at what age can I be entitled to have chicken with black bean sauce or Hakka noodles? At what age must I stop eating puri aloo? I mean, it's ridiculous. Tomorrow some fellow will come and say you can't have biryani after 10:30 at night because you're a national security threat.
Don't make absurdity out of this debate.
This is as absurd. Trust me, as absurd.
This gentleman starts talking about infrastructure, about the ship that is wrecked there, that Maharashtra government should bother about that. I mean, as though if they are raising the age of this thing, they are keeping aside all of the problems, all of the things. I don't know what kind of...
Prithviraj Chavan hasn't signed one single file for the last 6 months. Not one single file.
Well, I'm not...
Not a file to reinforce the police force.
No, I'm saying this is
I'm not discussing
BP Singhal, Mr. Singhal, this is extremely entertaining and Suhel is extremely entertaining tonight with his points from London. But the point is, I want to go back to the issue.
For entertainment purposes, you can let a joker go on. I don't mind.
No, let's not get personal, please. 1 second. My question is, Poornima Advani, who decides 25? Do you decide? Is it some group of say 6-7 MLAs set together and say 25? Tomorrow somebody will say 26. Somebody will say no, it's 27.
Well, it's your elected whatever is decided has to be by your elected representatives. Who decided the age of 18? Who decided the age of 21? Who is deciding the age of 25? Somebody has to decide it.
So
it's
tomorrow,
your elected representatives who would have to sit and
no, but tomorrow if somebody else comes in.
What we are trying to say is, well, the higher the age, it's always better because drinking has a direct correlation with ruining your health. Excessive drinking has a direct correlation with those who are excessively stressed. And let's not think of only party and pubbing and what is served in the Rashtrapati Bhavan. That's not the issue today. The issue is in the larger areas throughout the state of Maharashtra. Please take
No, I get your point. I get your point. I'm just getting a bad audio line. I want Pooja Bedi to come in. So see, 1 second, Poornima. You're back here. Yes, I'd like you to repeat your last point because we missed you in the last 10 seconds. Then I'll go to Pooja.
Arnab, please get some parents to give their response over here, and please, in those areas where you have the drinking age as 16, go once to see what are the kind of lines and queues in the de-addiction center, and you have parents and children absolutely ruined over there. You have parents who are ruined because their children can't stop drinking. So these are the actual factual problems that parents are facing, that young boys and girls are facing.
1 minute.
Well, if there's an increase of age, one is not going and saying till 40 you don't go and drink. You exercise your choice. All that is being said 4 years later, what's the big deal? Is drink so very important that you can't survive without it? And please look at the poverty-ridden areas of our country. They don't have sufficient to survive, and they too...
we are...
Arnab.
Yes, can I just get Pooja and Suhel? I come to you after that. Yeah, Pooja.
Sure.
Reply as a parent. You're a parent.
Yeah, well, basically I would like to say that if you set the age bar at 25 for alcohol under it protects A, B, C, D, E, then you must raise the bar on the to 25 for various other things. For example, if you say come to de-addiction centers and see how people are and the tragedies and the traumas, why don't we go to help centers for women where they're beaten up by their husbands, where there's marital abuse, there's marital neglect, and raise the bar for marriages, because there are so many people suffering and tortured in their marriages. So let's raise the bar for marriages. Cigarette smoking, for example, let's raise the bar for cigarette smoking. It has no proven health benefits. It's clearly very addictive physically. People get cancer, people die. Let's raise the bar for that. It's ridiculous. At the end of the day, you have to turn around and say that people post 21, if they are able to decide that they can take a gun and go out there, risk their lives on our borders and shoot and kill other people for the country, that they're certainly mature enough to handle other decisions in their life. And it's really condescending to treat people like little children even when they're past 21. To say that till you're 25, you're going to be little children and we're going to tell you what to do. It's ridiculous.
I find this, Chief Minister says, I want to go back to Rajat, the only under 25 representative. 1 minute. Mr. Singhal, here Rajat. Mr. Singhal, one second. Let's hear from Rajat and I come back because he's the only one tonight who's under 25, who's affected by this. So,
he's the only aggrieved party.
He is the only aggrieved party. I thought you were under 25 as well, Suhel. But yes, Rajat, what are you making of the way this debate is going? Is it about freedom of choice? The Chief Minister says this will destroy families. It stresses the health system. I'm not trying to be moral policeman.
I actually don't agree with a lot of points here. First of all, what Poornima said, that there are so many people who are about 25 and they kill people, make accidents, they misbehave with girls around. It's not just who are youngsters, who are youth. They only do it because they are not sensible enough to drink, and they drink and drive, and they are spoiled and everything. There are so many people above the age of 25 and they do the same things. So you can't just say that it's just people. If I'm 24 today and I'm turning 25 tomorrow, you mean to say tonight I'm not sensible enough to drink, and tomorrow I'll be sensible enough to drink. So that is one point I don't agree at all.
Yes, Suhel, yeah. You want to respond to Mr. Singhal as well? Yes, I know. Go ahead.
No, Mr. Singhal had some silly comments which don't deserve a response, but let me make a larger issue. Let me bring together a larger issue. This is not a debate. This is not a debate. This is not a debate about voting or liquor or drinking. This is a debate essentially, and both Poornima and this other gentleman, the actor referred to just now, I think it's a debate essentially about pedigree versus permission. We've seen enough instances of people who, and why are these, Poornima asked a very important question, that why is this age being reflected? There must be some levels of maturity. Across the world, there is a tendency to equate these age brackets with earning capability, independent earning capability. So there is that one particular factor. Today you have in the BPO universe and outside, you have people who are earning a lot of money, who are earning whatever they can. It's money that they want to spend on themselves. Now, Poornima keeps saying that liquor is harmful. My point is, overdoing anything is bad. Anything. So, while I appreciate the fact that there is no excuse or no condoning bad behavior or drunk driving, we have laws for that. The point here, Arnab, is that by preventing people from at all drinking, exactly the point that Singhal made about rebellious kids, you're forcing an entire generation of people to cock a snook at the establishment and say, look, you thought I can't get a drink? Here, I can.
Now let's go ahead.
What you're also doing is you're creating a parallel economy.
Yeah. Now,
do you think people
from
in Gujarat
Mr. Singhal
don't drink?
Of course.
Now, 1 minute. Do you think people in Gujarat don't drink?
Of course.
It's a dry state, and you can get anything you want.
Okay. Now hear from Mr. Singhal.
I think Mr. Singhal's. I think Mr. Singhal's point about being rebellious may also have a dramatic effect if the laws are not enforced.
Hear from Mr. Singhal.
Which is an earlier point I made.
If I may start?
Yeah.
For the last 48 hours, I've been hearing from morning to night, last 48 hours, that outside people, citizens, they have nobody to suggest what should be the laws. The laws will be made by the parliament, the laws will be made by the elected representatives, and they are final. See, this is how Anna Hazare is being treated. He has no business to make suggestions. He will do whatever we consider correct. That's what is happening there. So if that is good enough for Delhi, it should be good enough for Maharashtra also. As I said, if law is not enforceable, there is no point in touching any age.
Then why are they doing this? If this is not enforceable, if you can't even enforce prohibition, then why are you doing this?
As Pooja said, I'll tell you, maybe because as Pooja said, it will open up a fresh vein of corruption. Money is what is, every law opens up a vein of corruption.
Yes. What is Mr. Singhal? Which side of the debate is he on? I mean, exactly this is the point that everyone is making. that if you have a law which is not enforceable, the law is stupid. It's no point having a law.
No, this is like the license control, Raj, isn't it?
It is enforceable. No, but if you can't enforce it, it's all absurd.
Yeah, it's a license control, Raj. Pooja, last word to you. This is like the license control, Raj. That you're going to enforce, you're going to have a law.
It can't be enforced.
No, it's not a license control.
Well, technically, Arnab, we're all supposed to have permits to drink. I don't think 90% of the population that drinks has a permit, which is technically required. Secondly, nobody is carded when they enter pubs or lounges or hotels. Nobody is carded. If you can't control, states which are dry states and there have alcohol running freely, illicit alcohol, the sale of it cannot be curbed. To raise the bar for 25 and make common citizens, ordinary citizens, feel like criminals for something that's really not a crime. I think it's really shocking that our government would put a large percentage of our population through it. It's really absurd.
Okay, just one last one.
Yeah. Don't kill the great Punjabi wedding. Don't kill the great Punjabi wedding.
Otherwise, not promulgate it.
Okay, don't kill the great Punjabi wedding. What should this country do? Make the CBI not opaque, have an effective Lokpal, or have a age bar on drinking. We'd really like to know where you stand on that. And tonight, I'd like to thank all of you for staying with us this week on the News Hour. I'll see you again soon with that promise. Only for tonight. Good night and goodbye.